Okay, so let's move on then to perhaps something else that's quite common. What about extension?
Those hinges are in there all the time. And so if you get down on the front of your body, it's the muscle, not the movement. Her extensor muscles are on the back side of us. So in traditional performance of Pilates and fitness exercises, you'll see extension work done with hinging. So the head will come way back, the ribs will flare forward, and the space that the low back is occupying will shorten dramatically. So we tend to optimize movement through these hinges. It's where it's easy to move. Weight will fall into those hinges.
I can feel it there straight away.
Yeah, very congesting. And of course those structures, not good. Not good. Going to wear out there first anyway. It's like you have 4 knees in your back. It always wants to crease the same place. Our safety rule applies no matter where your spine is. When your spine is loaded, distribute weight and movement over the greatest distance. So just like Vanessa kept her back long when she was doing her curl, here she keeps it long as she comes up. We watch to make sure that those ribs aren't flaring into the mat. We can see that on the back of her body, and she is fighting like crazy with the matched engagements of the muscle on the front of her body with the muscles on the back of her body so that she can come up long and smooth. That's using much more of the full chain. You have to use all of them in order for your spine to be strong throughout all of its many junctures.
So let's just show you again the don't and the do for this particular movement in extension. So we want to avoid crunching into that back, like we wanted to avoid crunching into our stomach.
You can clearly see her low back shortening. You can see her rib cage moves as one. The whole vault of it moves as one. And all of this part of her back is in there going, when do I get my work? When do I get my work? We're concentrating the movement in the back of the neck and at the base of the ribs.
Whereas now we want to think of that, it's a panini press again. Stomach in, and then stomach comes in towards the back and back towards the tummy, but we're lengthening from the top of the head so that we're not crunching into our back anymore.
It limits movement, and the research shows that when your spine is loaded, it shouldn't be moving around a whole bunch. We definitely don't want to move through the low back when the spine is loaded. And she's loaded. There's weight coming up. She weighs something, and there's weight coming up off the floor. It's no longer supported by the floor. And that weight has to be borne somewhere because it still exists. So that's why hinging is extra damaging. It's super wearing out. It's accelerating the damage in those joints when we hinge.